The episode of Bears News Network. I'm your host, Mike Anderson, alongside with my co-host DeAndre Cootie Hicks, where we talk Chicago Bears sports, man, and we also give out prizes and tickets over here. This will be our second year doing this, man. This will be
Yes, sir.
good vibes. We done it twice, Cootie, to two lucky subscribers we didn't gave pairs of tickets to, and this is our second year doing it, and we're excited to do it again and bring it to you guys again. So
Yeah.
along with bringing good content and Chicago Bears news to you guys. So if you are a Chicago Bears fan, like we said, hit that subscribe button and join the Bears News Network family. In this episode, we're going to talk about the Chicago Bears victory over the Buffalo Bills, 33-6. Then we're going to get into Caleb Williams' breakout performance, man. He shined in his performance. We're going to get into a little bit about that, and then we're going to talk about some players other than Caleb Williams who stood out in this preseason game. So let's get right into it, man. We're going to talk about all that right here, right now. Okay, Cootie. Chicago Bears, they won over the Buffalo Bills, 33-6. Let's talk a little bit about the team, Cootie, and how we felt like the team played overall. Just a little bit before we get into Caleb Williams and our person who we felt that stood out. So how do you feel that this team played as a whole?
I mean, you already see with the score, they played pretty well, but it was just, some people are fighting for a job. Some people just, trying to get back into, the football groove. So just seeing everybody being cohesive, guys going after the ball, making plays, just looking right. Like at the beginning when we did have a few starters out there, they made things work. They were showing that they could mesh together. Lyle was doing pretty good, stuff like that. So, just seeing it is preseason action, but just seeing them be able to put up an okay performance, because everybody wasn't the guys we wanted to see, but as a team, they did good.
I feel it. I most definitely agree with you. As far as the team played good as a whole, the offense went out and did its thing. The defense came out and did his thing as a whole. Like you said, you can't argue with the score. Obviously, something was done right for them to win 33-6. So they had to been clicking on all cylinders, and everybody had to chip in, no matter from first string to fourth string. Everybody was doing their job, obviously, just with how the score looks. If you guys had to grade the Chicago Bears performance against the Buffalo Bills, let's get a grade A through F. We want to know your thoughts. Put them right underneath this video. As you can see coming across the screen, the question is right there. Grade the Chicago Bears performance against the Buffalo Bills, A through F. We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear your thoughts. Okay, Cody, let's get into Caleb Williams. This is what everybody was excited to hear. This is what they came to hear and watch us talk about. So let's get into that. Caleb Williams' performance, when you look at him, he was 4 for 7 in completions, 95 yards. He had 13 rushing yards off of 2 drives, and he did not get any touchdowns. But just off a short spectrum of what we've seen from Caleb Williams, Cody, how do you feel his performance was?
Well, like you say, it was short, not too much to see, but it was definitely still a good one. It's one of those where I want to look at it like we all talked about. How would he be when he saw NFL action, get at the pro level? And I would say he was poised, like I told you before, it seemed like he acted like he was there before. He played like he was there before. He didn't show you, nervousness. He made his reads, he made throws. He, like you said, made 13 had 13 rush yards. He even did a run play. It was like, man, a lot of things that, well, I expected really just him just sit in the pocket and throw, play it safe. He just played his game and it looks good. I'm not going to lie to you, it looks good.
Yeah, I agree with you. He most definitely looks good. Did you see the look? I don't know how he got the pass off when he just dumped it to DeAndre Swift. Like,
oh yeah.
I didn't even see the arm angle when he did it. That was nice.
They trying to say if that's a no look or not. They debated
like the Patrick
how he
Mahomes. I don't know what it was,
Yeah.
but he pulled it off in the midst of traffic. It was exciting to see. And then the one when him rolling to the right and he throws that dart to Cole Kmet.
Yes.
And that was a beautiful pass as well. Just a short glimpse, but like you said, he looks like he's been there before. He's poised. He's taking command, as you can see, and he's moving the ball down the field. The only, like I said, struggles that we really had was just punching the ball into the red zone. But as far as us marching down the field and getting the ball down the field, that wasn't an issue for him. But I like this performance, man. I'm not upset about it. I'm happy.
Right.
Just a short spectrum off of him going 4 for 7, and we can even argue 2 of those was drops, because I know Cole Kmet dropped 1 just flat out on the side, so that would have been 5 or 7, and then 1, I think DJ Moore, if I'm not mistaken, tried to dive and catch it, but he wasn't completed, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, like he could have had a higher completion radius. I think his completion radius was a 65.1, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So yeah, I'm fine with his performance. Just a short sample size, and with the short sample size, he was still able to show you a little clip of just what he can do just on that short sample size. And I'm satisfied with the results, man. This Chicago, man, we haven't had a quarterback, and I don't know when, not since my lifetime, I can say. So just being able to see a quarterback come in and being able to put the ball where it needs to be, and having that generational talent is something that I'm happy to be able to see, I might say. So
yes,
not bad about the performance at all. But we want to know, how do you guys feel about Caleb Williams' performance? We want to know, grade his performance as well. As you can see coming up on the screen, man, put your comments right underneath this video. Okay, Cootie, as far as our breakout candidates, I wouldn't even say breakout candidates that stood out. I'm still thinking about the last episode. But our candidates that stood out in this game, other than Caleb Williams, who did you have your eye on, I might say? Who did you have your eye on?
All right, so I'm gonna actually say our running backs in this case, and I'll say both DeAndre Swift and then the young guy Ian Wheeler. And I'll just say DeAndre Swift with the one play that he did have, at least one receiving play that he had on that dump off from Caleb, took it 42 yards. Just seeing that he does have that in his arsenal, and to see him play it well like that, that was something that definitely, opened my eyes with him. And then the young guy Ian Wheeler, he had 5 carries for 43 yards, average 8.6 with 2 TDs. And as long as one was 21 yards. But, just seeing him, come in and, carry his load that they gave him and do it, well. He did no punching in. We need him to for those 2 TDs. And then other than that, he just had a solid game at that running back position. But he definitely stood out being a young guy, just playing, like I said, playing a solid game.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go with Austin Booker, man. Austin Booker, he's just been flying around. He's been phenomenal since getting here. I could arguably say that Ryan Poles caught a steal with Austin Booker.
Yeah.
When you look at Austin Booker numbers just against the Buffalo Bills just past Saturday, he had 2.5 sacks, Cootie, 5 tackles, 3 QB hits, and 2 TFLs. So this boy is moving around. He's getting production
all over the place.
And like we said, when we went to camp and we seen Eric Washington and them boys on that defensive line, Eric Washington have those boys on that defensive line is working. Those guys are working, and they're not taking nothing off. And you could just see the development of Austin Booker just from his first preseason game just to his second preseason game. And he's just getting better. So I'm just excited to see, because I really want to know who's going to be that opposite pass rusher of Montez Sweat that's really going to break out. Like, we kind of know what DeMarcus Walker is at this point, but Austin Booker has the upside, and a lot of people compare him to Max Crosby. Like, he has the length, he has the strength. So I'm just excited to see if he can be that steel pass rusher opposite of Montez Sweat. So those are 2 stood out candidates in this game against the Buffalo Bills. Like we said, we want to know, who is your standout candidate in this game. We want to hear back from you guys. Let us know. Put your thoughts right underneath this video. And anything else you want to say, Cootie? before
Oh
we get up
yeah.
out of here?
And then we always got our boy Tory Taylor who's coming along. Man, we seen some nice things from him in practice, and that also showed on the game. He had his 2 punts, end up going for 96 yards total, averaging 48. So it's just something I want to throw in there that you can see. It's just it's real with him. Also, he does it in practice that we saw that he's reflected in the game. So he's gonna be something special on the special teams.
And also, this episode is brought to you by Riverside. Riverside, if you ever wanted to do some recording or video with your friends, use Riverside. Riverside is the best site and it gets the job done. If you want to sign up for Riverside, you can use our link right underneath this video and get a discount. And all you have to do is use our link over here at Bears News Network. Okay, we appreciate all the love and support, everybody tuning in. Like we said, hit that subscribe button.
Yes,
join the
sir.
family, man. Hit the notification bell icon so you will always be notified when we drop a video, because we give out stuff over here.
Yes,
so you won't know
don't
if
wanna
you
miss
won
your
anything if
chance.
you do not hit that notification bell icon and tune in with us. But until next time, like me and Cooley always like to say, bear down and
Bear down,
be safe,
be safe.
Chicago.